Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are looking at an older polish, but for a specific reason. This is a mystery polish from the 6 Crimson Crane set. They all have reflective glitter and ghost flakes in a jelly base. I wanted to show these older mysteries because there are newer mysteries using jelly bases and ghost flakes, perhaps available in November. We'll talk about that in a second. The new set is called the God and the Gumiho set. I wanted to give you an idea of what the ghost flakes might look like. The new ones do not have reflective glitter. So if that is an aspect you hate, even better. Overall, I think the new ones are a bit more sheer as well. And I think they include UP shimmer, which is the same sort of pigment shift as the flakes, but one is shimmer, the other is flakes. All of that said, today we have I Conjured You Out of Hope by Bee's Knees Lacquer. This is one of the older ones. It's a navy base with green reflective glitter and the ghost flakes. I promise we'll talk about the application of this polish in a second, but I did want to return to that point about these being available in November. I think they will be available as overpours in November. However, historically, Black Friday has been a bit of a wild card in terms of returning polishes with Bee's Knees. And I've been surprised before when something I thought, based on their schedule, would be available, was indeed not available. So I'm just going to say I think they might be available in November, but I do not know that, and there's a chance they won't. Okay. Now I can get to the actual application. These older ones have an absolute boatload of reflective glitter. If a Zeppelin were just a really large balloon filled with reflective glitter and someone happened to pop one, that's about how many you get on a single nail. These ghost flakes are a little like iridescent flakes in that what color they show will depend on the base color. Here in the navy base, it's going to move from quite an orangey peach color to a gold, over to a green, and then into a teal. I don't think it quite makes it to a true blue, but I'll give it teal. In the second coat, I feel like you can see just a little bit of that green tint to the glitter. I think it shows as more of a pale minty color. And inside under the LEDs, the flakes are mainly showing as that peachy orangey color. Now, I have a hard rule with these older mysteries that they are to be worn in 2 coats. There are just so many glitter that if you try to go for a third, you will end up with nails that look like you are wearing a popcorn ceiling, and so thick it will work your biceps to lift your hand. I do put on a pretty thick second coat just to ensure everything is even. Having said that, I don't normally wear glitter smoother with this nail polish. However, I did today and for both of these swatches coming up because I was worried about getting texture when I got out into the sun. And we have made it into the sun. As I move to the right, the flakes go from gold to peach. And as I swing my hands back around, we go back through those and over into green and teal as we move to the left. We can appreciate exactly how many glitter are in here. They are hard to ignore. In the sun, the base has lightened. It's now more of a denim blue with just a hint of purple. I think that is why some people might be tempted to put on a third coat to deepen up that base, but again, I do not recommend that. Because the newer polishes don't have glitter, I imagine using them 2-layer or going up to 3 coats won't be any problem. In the shade, the glitter takes a backseat and gives the polish an almost labradorite granite appearance. Because of all the speckled visual texture they create, the flakes are shifting from a bright green over to a gold and peach. In the shade, I can't recognize any green from the glitters. I think we've lost any semblance of a teal or a blue in those flakes. The base has deepened up again into more of the navy appearance. This polish reminds me of two things that have nothing to do with each other. The first is old jeans. Who amongst us has not had a favorite pair of jeans that have worn out slightly? But also we're back at Art Deco, because this is yet another quintessential Art Deco background color. Throw in a couple of peacocks in silver that's overlaid, and we're right there. And we have found ourselves inside again. That base is just a little deeper again, but I feel like the flakes really have not changed much inside. The reflective glitter, again, is still very subdued. It's never going to look as fantastic as it does in the sun. One of the things I really appreciate about this polish is how glowy the flakes are. As I move around to the left and they turn to the green, it's almost neon. The polish also reminds me of the portrait of Emily Flogue by Gustav Klimt. Her blue dress with the tiny cascading motifs just looks like the broken up visuals of this nail polish. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I'm always a little shocked and amazed that anyone watches my videos. Please enjoy a clip of my squirrel making me feel guilty.
Do I need to give you a peanut? Is that what's happening? Am I being asked for a peanut? All right, let me give you a peanut.